Okay, this is a CalWin video to convert a quote into an order and look at the production printouts. Okay, so I'm going to pick this quote number here, just double click on that, and to convert this into an order, all I need to do is press this order button here. What that's going to do is bring up a capacity scheduler. The capacity scheduler is available as an additional module, but it's not available in the cloud standard pricing. Okay, so I'm going to put this into my factory. I can see each area is not under particular load when I put this order in, so that's okay. I'm just going to press OK. I'm choosing the 21st of February as the last day of production. Say OK to that, and CalWin then creates me a new order number, 1001, and it also gives me a production date, which was the 21st that I selected, and a delivery date, which is a set number of days between production and delivery. That's a variable, so we can set that to what we like, and at the moment it's 21st, and that gives me a few days to the 26th to organise delivery. And everything's exactly the same. All the items in there and the changelog and any prints and documents will be kept, but I haven't done anything with this one. Okay, so that's it. That is now an order, and that's my previous quote, my new order number. So to print out production paperwork, I go to this button here and press it, and that gives me my batch plan, and each order has its own number. You are able to create batches and put multiple numbers into a single batch and print them out if you want to, but we're just going to go with 1001. Quick check on the item lines, and these are my windows. So I've got a mixture of box sash, casements, and spring sash. Okay, from here to do printouts, I press the printouts button. Again, this will be blank for the very first time you insert reports and save them. These are a list of available reports. I'm just going to preview them, but normally you would just literally tick each of these, press print, and it would all be done. So a cutting list, if we just do a quick preview of that, for each part we have the length, the plain size, finish size, and a tick box for whether it's cut, what timber it comes out of. These are pretty flexible about how people want to cut. If they want to cut all section sizes together, all windows together, it's not a problem. We've also got a summary, bars and beads, and a summary for sections. Okay, mortising list, reasonably similar. Again, parts, sizes, but also in this situation we've got the mortising information. So for example, on this head we've got a mullion at 600 to be cut, and on the sill obviously 600 as well. Then we've got transoms marked, and then each of the different items that needs a drill or a secondary operation is marked, and its position is marked as well. So as we go through different types of product, we get different hardware having an effect on different parts. Again, this can be ordered any way the customer wants it, but very handy and very quick to use. Next up, we're going to go for the material list. So this would be the picking list for hardware, or potentially the ordering list. So here are all the internal reference numbers, supplier reference numbers, quantities, descriptions that we need for this entire order. We can either package that up and get it ready and put it on the shop floor, or we can use it as an ordering list. I'll go into more detail about purchasing in another video. Assembly, depending on how much spread out your workshop is, you might want a separate sash and frame assembly report. I've got a combined one here which we'll just have a quick look at. So this is the square sizes for cramping and prepping. So we've got the sizes, we've got a picture, we've got basic details of the windows and doors, and then we've got the contents, frame and sash parts, lengths, sizes, and we've got a page for each window. So box sashes, and then onto casements, and then right at the end we've got spring balances. Again, these can be altered. We can make the image smaller or larger, add bits and pieces to the reports. And spring balance order, we do some calculations in the report where we get the WA, B, C dimensions, horn sizes, so that that can pretty much be sent to a conventional balance order company without anyone having to work things out on a spreadsheet, which is very handy. Beads and bars. We generally find that these are cut separately, so if the tolerances are good, then this can be used to pre-prep the beads and the bars so that they can be fitted very quickly without having to manually cut everything. Bead sizes, again, we can take in tolerances, and bar sizes with notch positions. So we've got all of those and they can be prepped, ready to be put into the sash. And that, again, is one per window. But if people want a shorter list than that with just a cutting list, no problem at all. And then assembly final. Similar format, but instead of timber parts, we've got all the hardware and the glass that needs to go on. So we're not overcrowding the reports with information that people don't need. So that's for each type of window, gets its hardware list. If we pop down to a casement, so that's the fitting list for that, and right to the end there, spring sash. Okay, so that's printing production paperwork. Thanks very much.